I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood tracking Hurricane Milton as it is set to slam into the west coast of Florida. As for us here in South Florida, we are under a tropical storm warning, and it is because we are expecting those tropical storm force conditions to roll in, especially as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday. Notice here Wednesday morning into Thursday across the Keys, we're expecting those winds around 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour for the lower Keys, upwards of 40 miles per hour for the upper and middle Keys here. And then late Wednesday going into Thursday, we're expecting those winds across Broward and Miami-Dade County to gust upwards of 35 to even 40 miles per hour with on and off periods of rain. We are tracking our temperatures as well. We're going to hold them in the 80s here over the next several days, warming up just a little bit on Thursday as we continue to get rain from Milton to move out on Thursday. We're looking at that high of 9 degrees, drying things out going into Wednesday and for Saturday with a slight chance of rain in place.
Okay, so you heard it here, folks. You saw that? Yes. Hold on, let me move this over. Let me open it up. Yep. So, hey, it's Telemachus 826 here. As you just heard, there is a storm called Milton. It's out there in the Gulf. It is set to come here starting tomorrow eve till Thursday. So, being that tomorrow is One Piece Wednesdays, unfortunately, because of the weather, I will not be going on. I'm not live streaming. So, because we with my family preparing for whatever comes. Now where I live, we've been fortunate in like I've been here since I've been here actually in Florida. The first storm that I can recall ever going through was Andrew back in 1992. Now it wasn't bad for me either. I lived about an hour ways from where I live now. But it was terrifying. Andrew was terrifying at the time in '92. I got to tell you. And I have an uncle who lives in Miami, in Hialeah, actually. And where he lived, that area was completely decimated. His house stood, but half his roof was caved in. Him and his wife at the time, may she rest in peace, she's passed away a few years ago. And their two dogs and a bird hunkered down in their bathroom. Okay? It was that bad. The deck that he had outside that he built with his own hands was gone. Was completely gone. When we went and we saw the devastation, we saw what happened. We saw the neighborhood. It was like a bomb hit the place. It was hard to recognize where to go. Streets, uh, you know, um, and I remember arriving young and seeing his truck upside down on his driveway. Um, it was terrible, terrible. I did when I was with the church that I was with. We were attending at the time. We went and we volunteered to go over to his neighborhood area and help clean up. Um, but it was brutal. It was devastating. And that was then at that time. Storms are stronger now. Um, where where I live, um, I lived on the other side when Wilma hit, which not far from where I am currently. And when Wilma hit, uh, I couldn't get to work because trees were knocked down. And Wilma was a Cat 1. So she had knocked down the trees. They were in the way. Everybody, afterwards, neighbors and were awesome. Got together and cleaned up, and we all helped and clean up. But I couldn't get to work. And we didn't have power for 2 weeks. So even though I was able to shower, um, there was no air conditioning for 2 weeks. So, but now we are on the opposite end of where we were with Wilma, and by luck would have it, there's a hospital not too far, so we are in the same electrical grid as the hospital. So guess what? They're not going to leave a hospital without power. So they have a backup, you know. And so we benefit from being on the same grid. Um, and that we found out with the last big storm. I forget the name of that one, but regardless, there is Milton. Milton is. We just went through Helene not less than 2 weeks ago. Florida went through Helene, and it was more north, way more north than I live right now. And they are devastated already. And now we have Wilton coming through. And these people who are already been devastated by Helene are are gonna, if they don't have anything, this is even worse for them. And I feel for them. Um, and now it looks like it's gotten a little bit lower, so it's closer to where I live. But this is huge. This storm is huge. It doesn't, they have a thing where they have a cone of error, and that's supposedly the path. That's actually the path that it would go through. But it's not just the path. It's the however the strength of the storm is. It's the width. So the higher the category, the bigger the width. And so from the inner circle, all those winds patterns, you have certain wind speeds, and you'll it's whatever, from the inner, it's the worst all the way across. So everyone is impacted. No matter what it is, everyone is impacted. Um, and they say that one of the worst is the outer, because that's like a whip. It's like a whip hitting you. Um, so we are completely worried around here. A lot of people, like all the time, when a storm is on the way, people freak people freak out. Now I'm not freaked out. I'm more cautious than freak out. And in my household, we are prepared the best we can. We have hurricane-proof windows that we put up. Thank God. Um, but we don't know what's gonna happen. It's really, they can make predictions. Um, but the storm has its own minds. Nature has its own mind, and it can change at any any point. Any point. Even while on top of us, it may shift one way or the other. You just want it. You may want it shifting a different direction, but it may not happen. So it's a wait and see. Um, yeah, so the reason why I'm making this video, yes, I'm explaining to you about that, but it's because I'm here in Florida. And I'm just letting you know right now that this is what is happening. A friend of mine said, oh great, I love it when it's just more like a blog, and yeah, but I feel you should know, um, and you have a right to know that this you have a right to know, so that way you don't start questioning. Okay, he's not on. What's going on? But I'm letting you know. I always let you know. What's to come, what's going on with the channel and everything. I have had a little bit of technical issues and I got to work with that. But this is something that puts a little bit of a crink in that, because we have no idea here if we're gonna lose power. So I don't want to be on and then lose power and then be like, people be, oh, what happened? I'm just letting you know now that I won't be streaming tomorrow. Um, and I love you for your patience and love, and I appreciate you guys. And so I am I speak to you. I let you know. You know that. You know that. This is a respect, and a form of respect that I have for you, is that I will not let you be in the dark about things. I will let you know about things. Um, I know a lot of people don't do that, and it's wrong, because then you start to speculate and make things, and because you don't know, but I'm letting you know. Like I said, a little sign of respect and appreciation. Um, we will see if Friday, which is Friday, will happen. It all depends on whether we still have power or not. Like I said, I am on where I live. We are on the same, whoever in the surrounding area. We are on the same power grid as the hospital. But things can change in that moment. Things do happen. They try. If something happens, they'll try as quickly as they can to fix it. But it could be a matter of minutes, hours, days, weeks. It all depends on the damage. It all depends on the damage. So we will play it by ear. My family and I, if you're wanting to know, we'll be fine. We're gonna get through this. If things get ruined, things are ruined. That things are things, and can be replaced. But people you can't replace. It's us people you cannot replace. And this is a time for us to be together emotionally, however it may be, if whether physical or emotional, um, it just, we have to be here uh, for each other. We have to be here for each other all the time. But something like this is more of a thing for people to come together. Now I know there's been said. Let me preface this. Let me preface this. Um, I do not allow political or religious stuff here. But I have to say this. I do have to say this. I have to say, and I can't believe it that I have to say this, but there's a lot of misinformation out there about FEMA. And I have been disgusted by it. I have really been disgusted by it because all they do is help. And for anybody who hasn't gone through what I have gone through many times, others have gone through many times, some will go through first time. If you haven't gone through it, and if you're not properly informed and educated on it, shut up. Shut up, because you're not helping. In fact, you're hindering instead of helping. If you want to help, shut your mouth, go research actual facts, and then go from there and help out any way you can. But make sure you research, if you're going to research charities, do your research on it. There are, I gotta say, there are some that are disgustingly evil, where they don't help the people as they should. But there are some that are reputable. And I want to throw out this. I'm not endorsed by anything, but I gotta throw out FEMA. FEMA. Go to the FEMA page. The Red Cross. They have been there for years, helping others who need. Those are huge, reputable. At least two that I personally know for years, that I haven't heard anything that that they're for themselves, that all the money goes to the people. And not only that, the people who are there, who work with them, they even put themselves on the line above their families. They have families. Everybody has a family. But they do it with heart. Okay? With a strong heart and a strong mind. And they go out there. And they're heroes for helping others who need it. So if anything, if you want to donate something or money, I would say the Red Cross and FEMA themselves. You go to the FEMA website, the actual FEMA website, and the Red Cross. Yeah. So yeah. So like I said, if you don't know crap about crap, then don't listen to others. Listen to your gut when it's telling you if others are trying to mislead you. And there's a lot of people that are trying to mislead you. And this is one of the things. Disasters brings out people who are evil, who want to gouge you, who want to lie to you, who want to deceive you, and you can't listen to that. You have to pay attention to what the experts are, the actual experts, and the actual people who are actually on the ground doing the work, helping those who are needed help. You can see that. You see that. It's all over in the real world and news. You can see that. If you physically see that, don't say, oh, they're doing it because of this, because of that. No, no, no. They're not doing it because of that. You can, believe me, I smell and see bullshit when I see it or hear it. So I'm telling you, and I don't say things I don't mean. And I'm telling you right now, go do your research. Do actual research. Don't listen to all the naysayers. And don't become a naysayer yourself. If you really care, don't listen to those naysayers. Go to the place. Donate. Whatever you can. Even your time. Donation of your time to actually go out there and help those that are in need. Maybe bring them, house them, if you can. Whatever you can do, just do it. We are all human. At some point, we do need help. All right. But guys, so in closing, this is Telemachus 826, and I am saddened that I won't be on, and worried about family who's up in Tampa, and I have family in Tampa and Melbourne and Tallahassee, in the Carolinas, everywhere. I have, and those who went through Helene, and now they're gonna go through, including me, through Milton. So let's see what happens. I love and appreciate you, and I thank you for your patience. And if there's power, I will be posting. If not, keep racking those watch hours for me, please. That's all I ask. I have plenty of videos out there. I have plenty of, clips or shorts, as there were. And as I go along, when I'm able to, I will post information, like I always do, in my community section. Always look at my community section. I always post what's going on. Alright, guys. Again, have a good night. And I will let you know when I will be able to, after the storm, when I'll be able to get back into the live stream. If you want, you can pray for me and my family. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you.